On count one, the court sentence is 20 years to serve 5 years, commuted to time served, the balance of 15 years to be probated, and a $25,000 fine. On count two, the sentence is 5 years to serve, commuted to time served. That's the minimum sentence that's permitted on that count. It is required to be run consecutively. I'm going to run it consecutive to count one, but I am going to backload. Oh, I'm sorry, that is not commuted. That is 5 years to serve, and it's going to be run consecutively to count one, backloaded, by which I mean after you serve your 15 years of probation. If you have been successful on that probation, and I sincerely hope that you are, then at the end of that 15 years, I will commute the entire rest of any service portion of your sentence to time served. So I'll get to the end of it and give you the total sentence.
The wait is over. After 2 years in custody and a trial that kept us all on the edge of our seats, YoungThug, one of hip-hop's biggest names, is finally going home. But how did we get here? And what does it mean for Thug, YSL, and hip-hop's future? Stick around as we break down everything you need to know. To understand what's happening today, we have to go back. YoungThug, or Jeffrey Williams, started with humble beginnings, but quickly became one of the most unique voices in hip-hop. Leading YSL, which he called Young Stoner Life, he brought us chart-topping hits, a fresh sound, and a movement. But in 2022, everything came crashing down with charges that accused Thug and YSL of not just making music, but of leading a violent street gang, Young Slime Life. It wasn't just any trial, it was the longest in Georgia history. This RICO case, based on a law meant to combat organized crime, alleged that YoungThug was the so-called King Slime, heading up a gang responsible for everything from drug dealing to murder. One big controversy was the use of Thug's lyrics as evidence. Can an artist's words on a track really prove their guilt? This trial made waves as it questioned the boundaries of free expression and legal accountability. After over a year of tense courtroom drama, witness controversies, and even a stabbing in jail, things took a sharp turn. Thug ultimately took a non-negotiated guilty plea, putting his fate in the judge's hands. Thug's risky move. On October 31st, Judge Paige Reese Whitaker sentenced YoungThug to 15 years of probation, no prison time. In an emotional moment, she told him to use his influence to be a positive example for young people. Just like that, after more than 2 years in jail, Thug is free. It's a new chapter, not just for him, but for everyone watching. So, what's next for YoungThug? The music, the message, and his life outside the courtroom? Fans and critics alike are watching closely. Will he shift his lyrics and his influence? And how will this case change the way rap artists approach their work? Beyond YoungThug, this case has changed the conversation in hip-hop. It sparked debates over artistic freedom, gang allegations, and the use of lyrics in court. It's made one thing clear. The stakes are high for artists using their art to speak on the streets. The new hip-hop dilemma. The world will be watching YoungThug's next move. What do you think? Will he change his message? Or will he stay true to the themes that made him famous? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more updates on the biggest moments in hip-hop, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.
I take full responsibility for, my crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom. My mom got 11 kids. I can't say all their names, my managers, my kids that's not here. Really everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry for just having so much time investing into this, and I am a smart guy, I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart, I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end bad, and it don't really have to have nothing to do with you, but it could end bad and it could, fall on you. And I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a bar in the future or something. Just out of this type of situation, I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again. I'm going away. I've learned from my mistakes. I come from nothing and I've made something and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry. Through these last 2.5 years of my life, you are really, truly, honestly, the best thing that has happened to me because you made what I am. I know the heights I've reached. I know the impact I got on people, period, in the community, all people. I learned that late, these past 2 or 3 years of my life, I kind of learned that late. And maybe it was because I was, probably on drugs or anything, I don't know. But I have came to my senses and I understand what I mean to this world. But I am a good guy, I don't mind doing stuff like free shows, and I always did that. I did free shows and gave it to single parents, millions of dollars. I made $1.8 million on a free show, and I gave it all to single parent charity. And I did 2 or 3 shows that made $700,000 a piece, and I gave it to the breast cancer organization. I do things. I put millions of dollars back into my community for real. I really did. I did more than anybody ever did from my side, But I understand, rap lyrics. I understand how it could be twisted. I understand what it could do to the mind of people. I understand all that, and I promise you I'm 100% changing that. It's just, I'm older, I'm grown now, and it's just I'm smarter. It's more things to rap about. I've experienced a lot of good things. I experienced more bad things, but I experienced a lot of good things too. And anyway, I can go forever.
Well, I appreciate it. And I appreciate that you do realize how much of an impact you have on people. It's past your neighborhood. It's worldwide, especially young people. And having come up from where you came up from and living in and around that, that gangs are damaging to our community. And it may be that a whole lot of rap music and the rap industry is, honestly, it sounds like a modern day version of kind of WWE wrestling that used to be on television, where people would just get up and posture and act like they hated each other. And it may be that that's a lot of what is going on in the music industry with rap. But whether it is fake or not, it has tremendous impact on kids and young people who think, this is cool, this is what I want to do. Look at him, he's a millionaire. I can do that by being, a gangster in the streets. And that's not true. What you're likely to have happen to you if you're a gangster in the streets is you get shot, you get killed, or you get thrown in prison.